minus 240. But the pH never changes. pH remains the same. Only the charge changes. Remember our parameters. Clarity, pH of minus 60, and the 8.0. Because our norm is 7.35 to 7.45. If we do minus 240, we keep the cells weak. Cancer cells weak, but the healthy cells will jubilate. So we reverse the case of overtaking of cancer cells from healthy to making the healthy jubilate to be defensive to the cancer cells. Then we start to do what? Plan for surgery. It's a complementary approach. This is what we do. But coral mining water has a synergy with antioxidants. The most powerful one in the world is 2, microhydrin and H500, only found in coral worldwide. H500 is the most powerful antioxidant you can ever think of, because these free radicals that surround the cells, antioxidation will break them so that those cells can fuel the environment of coral water within the body fluids. And then we help them get out. Because these cells, they will start running not even to the lungs. They run to our depot, the colon. And we help them go out through the second step, which is what? Detoxification. Next video, please. We'll continue. Just to give you the idea. Next video about antioxidation.
Billions of molecular cells held together by electronic bonds. Sometimes these molecules are held together by a weak bond and can split apart, resulting in an unstable molecule with an unpaired electron. This molecule is known as a free radical. Some free radicals occur normally in our bodies through metabolism. However, there are many environmental factors that can cause an excess of free radicals, such as pollution, radiation, cigarette smoke, and herbicides.
Cosmetics.
In addition, stress, lack of exercise, and lack of sleep. These free radicals will start attacking healthy nearby cells in an attempt to replace their missing electron. When the attacked molecule loses its electron, it becomes a free radical itself. This can cause a chain reaction to occur, resulting in the disruption of millions of nearby molecules. This chain reaction is known as oxidative stress, and many experts agree that oxidative stress is thought to be leading causes for such things as arthritis, premature aging, edema, and leg swelling, hardening of the arteries, and even an increased susceptibility to cancers. We can see the results of this oxidation in our everyday environment, such as the rusting piece of metal or fruit that's exposed to air. Think about it. If you cut a piece of apple and leave it out in the open, in a very short period of time, you'll see the surface begin to turn brown. And that's how quickly oxidation occurs. Imagine this happening in your body. It is literally decaying otherwise healthy cells. So how do we protect ourselves from these free radicals that are wreaking havoc in our bodies? Well, if the destructive process is through oxidation, then the answer is antioxidation, the opposite of oxidation. And this is achieved with antioxidants. Antioxidants stop this chain reaction by donating one of their own electrons to the free radicals. The great thing is, the antioxidant nutrient itself does not become a free radical by giving away its electron. It's kind of like a win-win situation for the antioxidant and the free radical.
Thank you. Yes? Okay. So you see, it's floating here. In this medium, it's minus 60. But in this smaller one, it's minus 120. Parameter, I'll use my own case scenario. They keep asking me in my house, because my family is diabetic. I'm biggest in my house. They keep asking, Chima, why are you still not diagnosed? I started living oral life since last year. God is protecting me quite all right, but I know the secret, because I've lost about 2 within my family extensive relatives because of diabetes mellitus. I'm taking minus 120 since last year because I want to gain reversal genetically, because I don't want my children to have it in future. In Coral Club, it's possible. So that's why when I throw here, it's minus 120. If you throw in 1.5, it's minus 60. But I have a health condition, I take 2 times negative. Now, when I put here, I open a capsule of H500 into this water, as a rule. Because if there's any free radical in me, yes, coramine has a detoxifying effect, but I want to potentiate, because there's a synergy between coramine and antioxidants. That's why routinely since last year, I'm taking this as a rule, because I like my health, because there's no value for life. I don't want to be like my siblings. I'm the youngest in my home, but all of them are diabetic. But thank God for Coral Club, I'm reversing all of them gradually, because we'll gain this reversal. The idea now is, when we buy our water, we measure the parameters of water, okay? Should we measure the water? This is the coramine. Remember I told you there's a difference between taking drugs with ordinary water than taking drugs with coral water. The most toxic compound, if you learned what I taught today, the most toxic compound that you cannot take is what? Iodine. Now, should we test ordinary water? No matter the water you buy, no matter what you buy, it's positive something. Should we test it? Positive 222. Come forward, you can say. Positive 200 and something. This is bottled water that is sold in the magazine. But the idea is they achieved what? Clarity. They cleared the water because there's no parasite in this water. But you achieve the first parameter. How about the second and the third parameter, which is the negative charge and positive, and yes, exactly, and the alkalinity. It's plus, that's bottled water. Okay. You take your drugs, you're testing, we drink this every day. The cells, God created us in a minor state. That's why I wanted your roommate to be here about the child. Because the child is like minus 60, minus 80, we are all minus 60. So you're taking ordinary water since you were born. Check your age. Since you were born, you're taking normal water. It's all positive charge. But God created it in a negative medium. Anyway, it's ignorance then for all of us. But thank God we are knowledgeable about it today. That there's a possibility to see changes in us. First of all, you check parameters of your weight. Then you determine the volume of the hydration you will be taking. Should we throw coramine inside this water? You will see how rapidly it will go down to negative. Remember, in minus 60 is expected here, but just for faster, because when you throw there, you wait 5 minutes before you start consuming it. But for faster activity, should we pour in here in a faster way for us to see? Okay. No, normally when you throw in your, okay, it should stay 5 minutes. It should stay 5 minutes. It will keep going up close to minus 600. Remember, if you have a health concern, we give medical practitioners recommend minus 120 for any health concern. Cancer, minus 240. Throw 3 in 1.5 to get minus 240. More negative. This is what we do. In 5 minutes, it will still going negative, negative, negative. This is what we achieve. Is negatively charged and is alkaline. That pH medium is 8.0. If you take a litmus paper, dip there, it will turn red to blue. You take a litmus paper, put in your ordinary bottled water, it will turn red or orange because it's acidic. Remember, iodine. This is normal water. Iodine. If iodine goes here, that's like a macro element. If anybody drinks that water, straight to forensic medicine. That is it. It's a fact, iodine. People will say goiter. Some doctors like I say, okay, what about goiter? It's lack of iodine, because iodine required for goiter is in trace element, not in a macro element. So no matter the volume, no matter the volume of what I put here, it will never change color. It will still be rusty brown because it's highly toxic. This is highly toxic. I cannot drink it. Remember I told you, your drugs have chemicals, but no chemical in this world is stronger than iodine. Now, let's watch what happens with the coral mine. She wants to add more. She wants to add more to make it more concentrated. This is our coral mine water. For you to understand why we give -240 to cancer patients, okay? It's not the only therapy for cancer, don't get me wrong. We will do chemo, we will do everything. But if you're doing chemo, that patient is taking normal water. Side effects of chemo, it's alopecia, falling off of their head. But if you're taking coral water, you're doing chemo, the side effect is reduced. Hardly you see alopecia. That's coral club. So we complement what we do in clinic with the coral club perspective as a rule. I will bring your notice as some people thought, you remember Alexander Young? He wasn't, you remember Larissa histology? They weren't sacked. They resigned. Larissa is in coral club facility in Kiev, working vividly as a coral club specialist. Alexander Young resigned also from anatomy because he works here. He has a consultation date here, Coral Club, Odessa. Like I do consultation here every Saturdays, 12 to 3, to anybody that comes from anywhere, English speaking. I'm your head specialist for English speaking. So these are possibilities. So when I know those days, he told me that he used to tell fellow Nigerians, but maybe because of the English language, he didn't make the parameters clear. But this is the motive, because they left there, they have a better life here with Coral Club. And that's what we wish for everybody. So watch what this water will do to the iodine. Then imagine how much more your simple chemicals in your drugs, or chemo, what is it? Because this is horrible than chemo. So go ahead. Watch carefully. That's the idea. Detoxification. Detox. This is only mine without H500. Iodine is gone. After 5 minutes, the smell is gone. Same way we fight the organism, same way we activate the body fluids within our body. As a rule. As a rule. Next video. Okay? Yes, Colovada. Now, second step is about the detox, Colovada. When you come to us, we do a health recommendation for you. We do a health recommendation for you. We can prescribe something you go to get in the pharmacy. We give you water, we check the parameters of your weight and everything, give you water. Now, we do detox as a rule for everybody. You're thinking how you get younger. This is the secret. This is Coral Facility video made by our US office. Colovada is a colon cleansing program. We give it to everybody. You should do it 4 times a year. This is how it looks like. This is what I'm using to fight my case. So I will never be diabetic. And this is what I'm using to help my family, so that they can get back to their life and be off dialing and glucophage. I live as a testimony. So this is the idea. It's part of tablets. They are not drugs. We call them biomeds because they are 100% bio. They are not herbs. People misunderstand. They think it's herbal. No. They come as biomeds made in the USA. This is the secret of colon cleansing. Once you do this, the organism gets younger. Once you do this, the organism gets younger. And you keep up to your water. That's it. Before we think of what supplement we will add for you. It's a 2 weeks program. 2 weeks. It's a difficult program, but it's 2 weeks program, which you should do 4 times every year, every 3 months. Okay. Now, the next. The inventor of Colovada. If you read my flyer, you will see the different people that did research work. Dr. Albert Zen in the United States is the inventor of Colovada. He's a Coral Club specialist as well. Gastroenterologist, Dr. Albert Zen. This is the son. The whole family used to be diabetic. The whole family. But now they are off drugs. He's the inventor.
There, I am here today with somebody who's been very important for my personal history and also has made a very significant contribution to RBC Life. He is my father and RBC Life pioneer, Dr. Albert Zaire. Hi, Dad. I'll just call you Dad instead of Dr. Zaire. This is what I call him, not what you all can call him. So, Dad, let's start with, how did you first get started with nutrition and wellness?
Well, I guess the first motivation actually goes way back to the early years. I was born in the late 1930s in a small rural Amish Mennonite community, and our caregiver and our midwife was Aunt Barbara, great Aunt Barbara. And she had mustard plasters, goose grease, and herbs, and all those things, and somehow we did just fine. But after she passed away, beginning of the 40s, my family moved to another community. And my mother discovered that we were way out of touch, and there was doctors and medicine, and we needed to go the up-to-date way. And so I got a sore throat, and they took me to the doctor, and they said, "You need tonsils out." And from then on, Mom almost felt embarrassed that she had kept us in the dark ages. But something stuck inside me, later on it began to resurface. Maybe that wasn't just all old-fashioned.
And so you started to remember that, and the curiosity came back, and then we fast forward quite a few years later.
Yes, and by that time you came along, and your sisters, and we had a young family. And I used to ask my...
Now, I'll give a simple, brief explanation. Colovada is 3 steps. 2 weeks program, first 7 days. It's preparation. You take pack of 14 tabs. You take morning, night. There's a strict diet plan. Anything that is toxin in you, be it in your food anywhere, they come centripetally to your colon. Because remember, the first elimination point is the colon. It comes to your colon in 7 days. It's like movement from all the body to the colon. 4 days, the colon is toxic. No matter your health condition, colon is very toxic because all the whole nonsense is there. 4 days, you don't have to eat any meal at all. No food. No solid food. You take liquid because you will help it pass out. It's terrible. It's very difficult. My wife knows that I like food so much, but I cry when I do this, but I do it for good. You know? And that's 4 days. Then 3 days, even your normal bacteria, your normal microflora will go off. So 3 days, you start to restore. So the actual detox phase is that 4 days. Because if you don't detoxify 4 days, it's like intoxication in you. The last 3 days, it's the Abysmal program Colovada or Vanide. The last 3 days is restoration phase. So we have preparation, detoxification, and the restoration stage, just to get back the normal flora in us within our chest. Now I'll give you a patient, cancer patient. This is our facility in Czech Republic. In Czech Republic, cancer patients, 3rd stage cancer. Remember I explained, 3rd stage is up to what? The colon. Watch what's happened before and after Colovada. How we helped her. Coral Club Prague, that's Czech Republic, Prague capital. This is toxication. 45 years breast cancer, chronic constipation, third stage cancer. This is all cancer cells and intoxication within the colon. This is endoscopy view. After 2 weeks, so what happened after 2 weeks? Same place. This is it. Though there are patches here. It's only when you detoxify, then you can supplement to help other things heal. This is the perspective. Third stage cancer. She's alive today. They don't tell in hospital or Coral Club Health. Third stage cancer. It's just to give you the picture. And another lady, just a testimony. She's in the US also. She has done Colorado. Just a testimony video she prepared for us as well.
Hello guys, my name is Andra and I'm a very happy customer of lots of great products from CoralClubUS.com. For the last week, I've been doing an intense body cleansing process. I always do that at least once a year, take 1 week break from all the bad and take really good care of my body and restore it to its natural harmony. This time I added coral wine, a product made from Japanese deep sea coral. You can really benefit from the added boost in minerals and vitamins. It makes such a huge difference. I can feel it and see it. A cleansing process benefits anyone, but a cleansing process with added coral wine, trust me, it's something that screams health and reboosts your system. Drink water and add coral wine for the best and most important step towards cleansing, rejuvenating, healing and protecting your body. You will restore all the minerals, balance your water-salt ratio, boost your kidneys, soothe your digestive tract and regulate blood pressure. Well, it's been a wonderful week for me and my body, and for that I must thank to Coral Mine and CoralClubUS.com. Go check their amazing products out and you will see it for yourselves. Bye!
She never believed that Colorado could help. She's Andre, she's in San Francisco, California, and she does detox as well. Now, I had 2 strong men, Anato and yeah. Please, can you come forward, if you don't mind? President Class. There's nothing much. You people are really strong. You're wearing similar color. Okay. That's my phone. We'll do a test. Both of you can come. I told you, we do third step, first step, second step, third step. Okay? We follow step by step. First step is protection. This is the greatest enemy to mankind, telephone. Computer, the next greatest enemy. Laptops, the next greatest enemy to mankind. Every 1 hour you stay in front of, no, every 10 minutes you stay in front of the laptop without protector. 1,000 receptor cells of your eyes dies. Every 1 minute call you take, 1,000 neural cells die. This analysis, what happened? In Japan, 2,000. Oh, Japan has a lot of brain tumor. That's why they produced Bluetooth. People put Bluetooth since 2000, 99, 2000. Okay, Bluetooth. When the phone leaves the ear, because I have Bluetooth, where does it go? Bam, the pockets. We check with the stethoscope. Loved up. Phone goes in here. Cardiomyopathy can ensue because there's restriction in the pumping of the heart. Goes into the pocket. Men are used to putting it here. Goes into the pocket. The prostrate can have problem. Anywhere you put it, there's cells there because there are cells there. Andrew has removed this. We have problem. This is my power hand. The phone is off. There's bar on this phone. I have double bar. This is the bad case scenario, but this is my power hand. Okay? I'm not with the phone. Try to bring this hand down. Try to bring it down. Try to push it down. Just one hand, not two hands. You're adding gravity. Simple one hand. See, there's restriction, right? There's restriction. Restriction is going down. Restriction is going down. You feel your strength. Good. Use 2 fingers and bring me down, for instance. It cannot go. Good. I have my phone. Use 2 fingers. It cannot go. It cannot go. He's using his own model and I'm feeling it. It didn't go when I was with my phone. No, this is the practical sense. I will use 1 finger. Where's your phone? Get his phone, his own phone that he uses. Oh, his own phone. Let me have the phone. This is your phone, right? Is it on? No, it's off. Why? You off it? I need your own phone. I like to use their own phone to make the practice. And I will explain the idea of the 4th step to protect your body. This is your phone. Nice. This is his phone. Let's try. Which is your power hand? Good. Let's try. 2 hands, peace. Very strong. 2 hands, peace. Put your phone on your ear. See if you're answering call. This is the bad case scenario. Just 1 hand. Is in your ear. I don't do juju. Near to chair on a map. Which is okay. This hand. Hold me. What's happening? I'll use 2 hands. Again, without the phone. Strong. 1 hand. The phone. The what? Yeah, look at this. 1 hand. Enter Africa. Let's go to India to make sure that I didn't know when you wait. Okay? Your phone. Bring your phone. Which is your power hand? Oh, the same power hand. The same uniform, the same power hand. Okay. He did like this to wage me. Peace again. Okay. Very strong. Okay. Take your phone. His phone. The idea is this. The brain cells are weak when the phone is there. That's the bad case scenario. If your phone starts ringing without vibration, close to you, that's the worst case scenario. If 1,000 brain cells should die, by then it's 2,000 dying within a minute. If you now pick the phone while it's ringing and vibrating, that's the worst case scenario. 3,000, 4,000 brain cells dying in a minute's call. So you start imagine how many calls you've answered today alone. But God gave God billions of brain cells. So let's try. Again, 2 hands I will try. No, put your phone on your ear. 1 hand. He was strong. Is it on? Yes, it's on. So this is the bad case scenario. And 1 hand, as usual. Let's try. Oh, he's strong. No, that's not. He's breathing hard. I can catch it. Okay, it's okay. Okay. Sorry. It's like you have some problem. No? Can you position like this? Yes. Like this. Okay, without the phone. Without the phone. Strong. So strong. Take your phone. Let's try it with your phone. Keep it on your ear. Watch. But he's trying to restrict. What's this phone?
И это он еще не звонил.
А?
И этот телефон еще не звонил.
Не. Я проверить короткий каз. Плохая ситуация. Не хуже ситуация я проверить. I'm checking the bad case scenario, not the worst. She's asking me to call the call. And it's your smart, it's not television. Why did my own stay put? Because we protect the phone. In Coral Club, we have neotronic, what we call cloches. You can see them. Every Coral Club member, as a rule, put a lifetime protection in the phone. This sticker. It's like a sticker that takes the radar. That was the secret. If this sticker is not on your phone, every minute call takes 1,000 of your brain cells. As a rule. No, подожди. Pause. Okay. We have a skull. We have cerebrum. We have a skull. That's why the brain cells cannot pop out of our head. But watch phone ringing and you see popcorn will happen now. That's the way brain cells should happen when we're answering call. But because we have the skull, that's why we feel protected. But the ongoing process is inside, negative process going in within us because of radiation. One of the parameters we do in Coral Club, we must protect you from radiation because that's the worst case scenario for mankind. We respect your existing health condition. This is the whole idea. Watch very well. This is the worst case scenario they are practicing here.
Are they calling?
Watch attentively here. They started calling. They also put 5 conchs. 6. Watch attentively.
There it goes. They're going to start popping any second now. Oh my God!
But the cerebrum won't pop because we have a skull. But if we are working with empty cerebrum, all of us will have popcorn. That's for sure. Pop cerebrum. We make sure we protect our club members. We make sure we protect everybody in Coral Club. Because if we activate, if we activate the protection, we achieve 100% of your health. Secondly, you saw me with this bottle. It's again protection. Because I don't want to drink from plastic. Because plastic contains phthalates. I prefer to drink from a non-phthalate bottle. It's called the Call One. And it's lifetime. I've been using it for a long time. Only to keep it clean. We have other things for protection as well.